thrilled to be here. This is the first event that I've been to since COVID, okay? And yes, and I feel like I've come home when I came here. And being last night at Esther's house with her daughter and inviting us to dinner, I felt like I had come home to be in Esther's house. So I'm thrilled to be here. I got to be with all the young people today, the performers that you saw, and the awardees today. And they were talking about their hopes and their dreams and what they wanted, how they want to be self-expressed and how they want, what it is that they want to give and how the power that they feel that they can bring. And when we heard the clip that we saw of Ovation, and we hear that Jennifer Lopez says, I feel I have something to, I feel I can bring something, okay? And the wonderful music that we've heard tonight, and how it made me think, okay, so we know that all these performers and directors and writers, they want to give of themselves. And what is it that's provided over here for me when I watch? Not only I'm not Latina, but when I watch, I get an experience, is what I'm trying to say. Art gives us the experience. And the performance, maybe we forget it, but the experience that we had, we don't forget it. Whether it's beautiful music, whether it's the heart-pounding excitement of a big mega movie. And I want to read to you something, because tonight we give the Raoul Award. We're giving it to George Pelecanos tonight, who has provided an inspiration for and mentorship because of what he's written for many people. His three-dimensional roles for people, for everyone, and for people of color. And his commitment to that is very special. So when I talk about the experience that artists provide, I just want to read you something that a self-expressed fan of my late husband wrote, and recently she wrote it. Just let me pull it up on my phone. So she says, I first saw Raul Julia perform in 1974 in the musical Two Gentlemen of Verona. He was so magnetic and attractive and tall. What? I was only 4 years old. And now had my first crush. He can be alluring, desperate, dangerous, and always enthralling. He was an extraordinary character actor, but also a leading man with a charisma that could melt the hardest facade. I feel so connected to him even now, nearly 30 years after his passing. I call his spirit to support me when I'm creating new works or about to step foot on stage. I basically have a full-on relationship with this extraordinary artist, whom I never met, but feels like a kindred spirit. So the experience lingers, okay? And we go to film, and we're transported to another place. But that film fades, the memory fades. And Raul is gone now 29 years. And we presented the Raul Julia Award for Excellence for the last 26 years. And this year we're presenting it to George. And George, according to Stephen King, is probably the most celebrated American crime writer of the time. And he's the author of more than 20 best-selling and award-winning books. George doesn't like the spotlight, but tonight he agreed to be here to accept this award. And he has, as I said, written three-dimensional characters for people of color. He's mentored even one of our own, NHFA, a National Hispanic Foundation for the Arts Scholarship Awardee. He's a screenwriter, he's a producer, an executive producer, and a director. He started on the groundbreaking show, The Wire, And he's gone on to write about the inner city and the experience of that, and the experience of what it's like when you're a person of color in a big city. With HBO's The Deuce and Treme about New Orleans, and most recently, We Own This City, which is special to us. He also wrote, co-produced, and directed a film here in Washington, D.C., and he has been a huge advocate with the mayor and the city council to bring film production to Washington, D.C., primarily to give young people opportunities and to showcase the city that most viewers don't see on the screen. But don't take it from me and what I've said here. Let's hear it from our own former NHFA scholar from NYU, director of his own films, as well as King Richard and every episode of We Own This City, Reynaldo Marcus Green. So roll the video.
Hey guys, this is Reynaldo Marcus Green here. I'm in Jamaica on a location scout, and I want to just take a moment to thank the National Hispanic Foundation of the Arts, Felix Sanchez, Isai Morales, Jimmy Smits. My brother Rashad and I were recipients of the award many years ago, and what it meant to us in our careers and our film journey. And this year I wanted to send a special thanks to George Pelecanos. I work with George on We Own This City. George is the man behind 21 books, authored many television shows later, The Deuce, We Own the City, working with David Simon since The Wire. George has provided so many opportunities for so many countless filmmakers, myself included. He's a mentor to so many of us, and it's so important for folks in his position to provide inroads for people that look like me, to pave the way for us to get into the room, to be able to be seen, to be heard, to have an opportunity to qualify. So thank you, George. Congratulations on your award. You deserve it. One of the best guys in the business, a genuine human being. Someone that's not only talented but has your back every way through. So thank you to the National Hispanic Foundation of the Arts, and congratulations again, George, on this tremendous award. Much love. One love.
It's my pleasure to present the National Hispanic Foundation of the Arts 2022 Raul Julia Award for Excellence to George Pelecanos.
Playing my song. First, thanks for all the warmth and generosity you've shown me and my wife Emily tonight. It's much appreciated. I know what some of you were thinking is, why him, right? Because obviously I'm not Latino. For what it's worth, I am a first-generation American. My dad was born in Greece, but admittedly I've never experienced the kind of challenges that many minorities have traditionally faced in this country. Honestly, my efforts with regards to inclusion have not been entirely altruistic. I do have a personal stake in this. My wife and I have 2 black sons and a Latina daughter. And my sons followed me into the business. We also have a Latino grandson named Roman, and an Afro-Latina granddaughter named Ruby, named after my mom. And we've got another baby on the way. It's a blessing. So I do have some skin in the game. And I believe that we all need to be proactive on the issue of inclusion in our industry. For influencers, that means deliberately and aggressively hiring minorities, particularly for entry-level positions. Keeping in mind that breaking into this business is the hardest step to make. We have the means to positively change people's lives, we do. My dad's diner, the Jefferson Coffee Shop, was located 2 blocks west of here on 19th Street between M and N. I walked these streets outside of this famous hotel, the Mayflower, when I was a kid, delivering food for my father. It's not accurate to say that my mom and dad would be surprised to see me standing up here tonight, because they always supported my desire to become a writer and a filmmaker, even though it was way outside the realm of their own life experience. But if they were here, they'd certainly be very happy, as am I. Thank you so much for this tremendous honor. I appreciate you. Thank you.